and we are doing the side stories because that's what they're called. That's what the stream is called. Side stories. Call that for a reason. So what I should do? I wonder how long these are. Are these like 10 minutes or like a fucking hour? Ayo. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do trust first because I'm gonna go in the bottom order. Yes. Begin a side story. Wait. Okay. Oh wow, it's like a slideshow. Oh wow, this is new. Soccer tryouts. You've got a classroom. Looks a little bit different. Alright. I don't know if this has any horror parts. I'm just gonna take off the poop my pants counter. PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. I'm gonna take off the poop my pants counter. Master spectators. There. Back to the original. Okay, everyone. Oh. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Keep the poop my pants counter, just set to 0 again. Wait, is there scary parts in it? I'll do that. I'll just reset the poop my pants counter, just make it say side stories poop my pants counter. Side stories poop my pants counter. 0. Oh crap, I gotta make it brown. Cause that's the color of poop. Okay, there we go. So I think it's a horror game. Well, yeah. Ugh! I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so different to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica's the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of our efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? What kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. And she falls asleep. That's what I think she does. Hello? Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'd never do this. Is this a napping club? No, this is... Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a second. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that, this is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you... Hold up. That means I get to be the vice president. Wait, vice president? What are qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard in this club. Wait, is it on question marks? Okay, no, it's Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard in this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. BRB. Alright. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. I was joking with the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that. Monica tries to say something nice. Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's different when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? I saw you sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica, that's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glanced at the flyer on her desk and realized that her name was already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought in my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Is this one like the what's it called there? Back. Alright. Maybe it's just because she found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight on how to get more people. Yeah, me too. A day passes and it's time for the literature club. Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive at the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, they can't be. She was so excited yesterday, but I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And... Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits a sheet on Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Take my hand, and take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb up the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more forward the more... Dreamland. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Right on the side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never actually written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again after a week I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me that doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Or something like that. Huh? You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I would love that. Such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But when you can, it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think it's helping me form a more cohesive version for the club. I'm so glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, and I feel it's kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Amogus. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when we could have had the chance to give people cupcakes, you know, when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm like kind of worried we could bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would come in just for the cupcakes and leave. Aw, nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like, go down to school and find people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch, we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is, like, would most people reading books do it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're reading for fun? We can ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot of things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hang out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall? I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think what we get to tell people when having them out. I still want to be a snack. Literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if we told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're like a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. Would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was thinking of a friend of mine. Oh, wow, that's me. Okay, what if I said we do group reading and discuss it together? I'd probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, it doesn't really sound that fun to most people anyway. We really need to catch their interest, you know? Ugh! This sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you don't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could, like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed? But we're in... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, that'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica decides to start jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself, be who you want to be, make new friends, discover a new you, discover your heart. No, write your heart out. No, write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Monica! Ah! You startled me. Sorry, it's just something important. In my classroom, there's a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, is she not just doing homework? I can tell she's really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, Sayori leading their way. This way. You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president. I'd probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why, what happened? When I entered the classroom, she didn't really look up from her book. So kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? I think that's Yuri. So, the two head back to their club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. They go through Sayori's lists, and with Monica coming up with the ideas of her own, the two ended in a better spot from where they began. Well, I could say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we were starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. That's so cute. I thought it was a little over dramatic, but Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell by talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. It's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it doesn't even matter. I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid from deviating from that, the vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think and shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against a sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. It's to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going to make this the best club ever. Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sign is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. The only movement is that the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the clubroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something that she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to smile, always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be... perfect. Kabeam! Yeah. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. Feeling joy is... with me. I need more. More joy and more happy. You're going to die, and you too. That's why I've decided I must become the flower. It's a little weird. What the? Wait. Sayori? Is that it? That's stupid. Oh, it was part 2. Okay. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through kinds of feelings and letting her come for me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask her about her own feelings. So much for this stupid vision. Sayori enters the clubroom with her usual smile. But on seeing a downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all by myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But she said that her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now that you're worrying about me, I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. This wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, Things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share such certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would at least need to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the literature club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So if I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too, it doesn't have to be right now. I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. Yee. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need some, motivation. I never know when to start when it comes to writing poems. Oh, it's the dog. Hello, dog. Oh, what a good puppy. Good pupper. Ah! Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and make it sound pretty later. It's like not building a railroad. It's not like building a railroad where you can go from one end to another. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way not to get struck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get caught up in how it sounds that I forget that it's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out you idiot after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is, you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, you idiot. She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down that I'm mad at myself for... Then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down in her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell your heart you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop there, but if we still have time, let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. that it? Nope, it's not. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one into the club room. Oh wait, what? Did I read that right? Okay, yeah. With her as a printout of the revised monitor club, with her as a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one, but the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. The debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of her pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blob of ink collects at the tip of her pen. Discord invite is invalid. Oh, damn. Alright, I'm gonna up. Wow, I haven't stood up in such a long time. Here. I can just type it into my own chat. Discord.com. So yeah, the server is kind of a work in progress. There's like nobody on it because of it's a work in progress. You can have some later, okay?
Why?
Alright. Aww. Alright. So, let's go to my Discord invite. Control A, Control C, YouTube.com. Alright, now I can go into my chat and paste my Discord link. That should work. Oh, it's a temporary link, so it won't really work. Sugoma Omogas. Ah, I did remember my Google password. Good. Ha ha ha. All right, sign in. Now, I can go to my chat. I can paste the link. Okay, there we go. There. There's your Discord link. If you remember your Google password, just tell it to me to be sure. I don't know. I'm fine with that. Why does the comments show up on the freaking... whatever. Alright. Let's, hex off. I hope it works. Verified. I forgot some chats. I'm gonna play some Echo VR. Peace, Daddy. Have fun. I just want to be sure that the channels work for the verified members. Verification doesn't work. Okay. So, I did delete a different verification role, so I don't know if I made it so that, alright, edit category, permissions, who can access this? Alright. Okay. Verified, view channels, yes. Okay. It's just I can't type. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that means I'm gonna reset these changes. Sorry, like I said, the Discord is a work in progress. Alright. Edit category, permissions. I can hear my sister watching Friday Night Funkin' videos. Send message, yes. Bed links, yes. Attach files, yes. Add reactions, actually no. Attach files, no, because that's for media and not oh wait, no. I gotta put media on slash. There we go. Changes saved. There we go. Alright. Now I can, Alright, close out of Discord. And now I can close out this files tab for some reason I had open. Alright, let's get on with the game. I took it off a long time. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh! Out of spite for herself, Monica presses down her pen once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. Uh-oh. Aw. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk and stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down at the adjacent desk. Bad day. Mm-hmm. Me too. I like how they're getting along with each other so well. You too. The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori? This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. Yay, sometimes I want to die. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason why I came to this club in the first place. This is a literature club. I trust you. More than I'm scared. Huh? At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts to actually push that Sayori... Huh? Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push... Oh, were Monica's own futile efforts that Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head just doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look like an almost entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this, but another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was for the right thing to me to do, especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. Just made me feel like I can say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but this already means so much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. Aww. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica... Is there a rip in that fucking curtain? Of course there is. Through their contact, Monica just almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all the days have passed. This is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she's never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she starts speaking in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything. I just feel like I'm not good at anything. It just feels like everyone is to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. If you don't... Oh, wait. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Wow, look how much Sayori is crying. She's so sad. Whatever. Looks like they have the same color hair, too. I can definitely tell that the art style is different. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. And even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. That's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a little while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me, but any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it'll always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I wouldn't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. Face seems familiar. It's gonna be Yuri, watch this. What? Come on! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, gave me 2 pictures for beating Trust 1. Poem by Sawyer from the site where we trust. Poem from Sayori distributed else acquire else here. Music. Cliffhanger, am I right? I know! Dude! You could've just at least told us who the fuck it would have been. Oh wow, I got a lot of songs. I don't know, oh well, that's loud. It's like some lo-fi or some shit. I think it's in the other parts. I hope so. See, why are these songs made by this Nikki Kalar person? She's the one who does the art. I don't like how the art style is different. See, look. I don't like this. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I miss this, and this, and this, and this. I miss the original art style. I mean, this one's kind of cool. This one's kind of meh. So, got that. Can we actually find? Can we found that picture off of Twitter? Sketches of Sayori. So I have to say this out. Yeah, this was literally on Twitter. I literally saw this on Twitter. I swear to you, I saw this on Twitter. All right. Should I do understanding? I think it's gonna be Yuri. In the it comes in the thing because she's on the picture. She's on the little cover image. No. No. I'm gonna see if I can plug my controller, and I gotta find a little plugger. I don't know what the hell Android plugger could be. I could just take my sister's tablet charger. I'll be back. Do understanding. I know, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing understanding.
No.
Harper, you can have it later.
No.
You don't want to watch me play?
Mm.
What? Here. I'll find something for you. I'll find you another charger. I swear to God, whenever I don't need an Android charger, there's like, whenever I don't need an Android charger, there's like, look, I found a charger for you. Look. Here, you plugging yourself? And now we gotta test and see if this works. See, the thing is, for my house, there's like a gazillion Android chargers in my fucking, in this house. And when I don't need them, they're fucking everywhere. And when I do need them, there's fucking none. I can't find any. I said I put on my switch dock and plug in the USB port so I can charge my, hopefully it works, but I'm gonna try to charge my controller using the switch dock. Alright, does this work? Please tell me it works. When I don't need everything, it's everywhere. Yeah. Is it charging? Oh, it is charging. Okay, good. What? What? It works? Alright, hold on. I'll be back. I gotta assist my sister. What doesn't work? There. I hear this vibrating sound. Oh, my neighbor is having a house remodel. Hold on, I gotta check and see what it's doing. There's like a fucking truck outside. It goes like, yeah, it's like a truck or something. I don't know. I could just close the door. Then you could not hear it all. I don't know. It's that sensitive. Oops. Well, then you're gonna hear out my window. Who cares? What is it? Bruh, I know. Like our neighbor's gonna have the ugliest house ever. She painted this fucking bike completely white, so do understand. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Since I never said I was gonna do respect. I think I'm gonna do them all. I'm going to do them all in order, cause I don't know if. Yeah, I'm gonna do that from top to bottom, cause it's a plane outside. It's the Russians, probably. Yeah, I don't know if they all take place. Okay, there we go. Face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri, how'd I know? Huh? Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found a way into the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, this is Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori and this is Monica. Sayori, nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Ooh, I got a little voice crack there. Like books? Sayori, oh wait, not Sayori. Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Ah, I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her fifth book, and it's just Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Ah, you apparently needed to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself that the considerable heftiness of the book Yuri has set down on her desk. True. Okay. I'll get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read maybe when I was a kid, but that's probably a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's... Oops, I unplugged it. Unplugged the controller. I think it's neat. We have different people who are in different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Oops. Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be any room for anything but happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take a lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me in the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way over back to Sayori and sets her book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one Yuri... Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should show. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone would be starting a literature club, but it's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided it was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was really actually hoping you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was already nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much. I really have a hard time having to meet a large number of people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. Definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. And you've clearly had a hard time reading. Yes, I know. I'm hungry. I'm not having the easiest time reading. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything. Even if it's not literature. Just the things that you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay, well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making oh my god! Like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off to the last minute. So, yeah. That's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have something to share with that I'm into, right? So I have to share something I'm into, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. Am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as the vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out in the woods, or to the park, or just places you can walk in, sit, and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate anonymous for what? Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. Oh my god. So when do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave with Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, at the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sarah, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice that I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with our next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy with as long as I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. Now see, ever since I stopped doing the voices for them, I've gotten fucking stuttery while reading. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. The next day. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. When are you ending stream, by the way? I'm gonna go in a bit. I kind of want to finish this. Because I'm getting kind of bored, and I'm also getting very stuttery, so. Probably when I finish this side story. This part of the side story. Because I'm not doing part 2. Not now, at least. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri's talking about. Well, I mean, by the way, I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think how everyone else is in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun that we could do together. Reading your books, you know, as a club activity, that would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come we need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Oh, that's kind of cool. Notes? I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from 2 days I've spent here so far. I like how Sayori's looking at the screen, but they're like both looking at the screen. Like at the Morgs video. So in my eyes, everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Whoa. Anyway, would you like to get started? Morgs here! Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is that one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, I like poetry and stuff like that. Things I write are just putting down the feelings that come in my head, you know? But it's like, there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the Kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes that it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. Bet I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, essentially it means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue is crucial references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed. With Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Oh wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. You're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two then continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, and she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to reading, but from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Please tell me it's it. Please tell me it's it. No! It's bad. This is bad. Kinda bad. I want this to be over. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts at this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best, so I can see the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless if she forgot to take it with her. Oh, this is horrible. Wait, was it really because I thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. That's the end! Finally! It's the end! Any pictures that I got a picture of Yuri. That's it. Okay. Got a new song. Got this one, I think. Alright, well, that's the end of today's stream. We got part 2. Understanding. I don't know, whenever I want to play. Which will probably be later. So I don't think there's horror parts in the side stories, but I still will keep the poop my pants counter. I just want to. It's a horror game and I feel like it's necessary. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. So yeah. That'll be it for today. Maybe for, I don't know, what if it's not today? Maybe later. Because of yep. So I'm going to bed. Alright. So that's the end of the stream. I will see you all some other time, I guess. Whenever, maybe tomorrow, maybe later today. So yeah. We'll do Understanding Part 2 and we'll do the others. So yeah. Well, I'll see you all next time.